Hey y'all, we're going to take a little bit of a garden tour, see what's growing in the garden. I'm going to start it indoors again so you can see the onions and cabbage are coming along. And that's my little live Christmas tree my sister bought me that I decorated with ribbons. It's a Norfolk pine, and so I thought it was adorable, and I thought I'd share it with you. Let's go take a look on outside, okay? Look at that lettuce. It's getting gorgeous, just really big and yummy. I actually picked a couple bits of it a couple days ago, and along with some radishes, and had a little bit of a salad. And I gotta tell you, that bronze mignonette lettuce is really good. Now I got mine from Emma Gardner, and that's where the only place I know of to get the seeds from. But it's a really good butterhead lettuce. There are the turnips growing. Um, let's take a peek down here and see if it's got much of a root to it yet. Yeah, it's got a little bit of root down there, see it? But nowhere near ready to pick yet. It's supposed to get down to 31 tonight. I'm really not thinking anything's going to be bothered by it. It's just, I mean, that's just barely freezing, so I'm not going to worry about covering things up. And most of this stuff has made it through colder temperatures than that. So, bloom is on the calendula is getting about done, but there's one bloom or bud, and then there's another bud right there. So it's going to keep going as long as the frost leaves it alone. There's the parsley still, and the frost won't bother it at all. I grew parsley all the way through the winter last year, so I'm not even a little bit worried about it. I did go out and bust the pumpkins up, the two little ones that were out there. One of them's gone. I think something ate it, and something's been eating on that. I've heard crows out here the past couple of mornings, so they probably are having fun with it. There's the carrots. Look how gorgeous these are. They're just getting beautiful and big, and of course, there's nothing underneath them just yet, but that's okay. They're looking gorgeous on the top, and at this time of year, being able to see something nice and green is really a plus for me. Strawberries. This is the big tower planter. These strawberries have been in here since summer, and see they're getting lots of leaves on them, and of course the herbs down at the bottom are doing really nice. Let's go over and see what else is out here. Here's this set of peas, and they're growing just fine. You can actually tell the difference between the Tom Thumb ones, which are these little guys, and then these other ones, which are the Lincoln. So there's the Lincoln, and there's the Tom Thumb. So there's quite a bit of difference in them. I didn't know what would be the difference because I've never grown the Tom Thumb before, but it's kind of interesting. They definitely are something that would work really good if you have just a small pot to put them in. So, and of course the Lincoln, as is shown over here in this one, they're getting maybe about 2.5, 3 foot tall. So, and there's peas all over them. The frost just isn't knocking them back or anything. There's lots of pods on them. There's let's see, can you see that? I'm using my iPad, and the lens is in a different place than on my phone. So if I don't put something in focus there, I'm sorry. Here is the smaller tower planter, and you see there's nice pretty little leaves growing in there on that one too. And down here there's more, and that one there. See that little leaf growing up in there? So I'm very pleased with these. The hollyhocks, there they are. They're doing okay. I'm still debating what to do with them. I kind of wanted to put them in something bigger. I'm not sure if I'll get to do that yet. There's some pea pods. I mean, they're not quite ready to pick yet, unless you want to just eat the pods. Well, there's one right there that's ready to pick. I guess I'll have to come out here after all and pick a few and give them to my sister. I mean, there's not enough for me to actually make a meal of them, you know, cook them like I like them. But there's plenty out here for me to pick her some that she can just shell and eat raw, because that's how she likes them. Now this is the other bronze mignonette lettuce I've got going, and they're starting to pull out of their transplant shock. You can see those, some of them are looking really nice, and some of them are still kind of little, but I may cover these up tonight with just that big tub, just to be sure, but I don't think anything's going to bother them. There's a few weeds in there. Let's take them out there. Catch the weeds while they're little so that they don't make a big mess. I don't have any shallots coming up just yet. Not that I've seen. I'm not really expecting them just yet. I mean, they'll grow kind of slow with it. I mean, we had some really nice warm days, but I think it's 47 today, so it's not exactly cold, but it's not exactly warm either. So here are the radishes, and I did pick some of these and had them in my salad, and they're really good this time of year because, you know, it's cooler weather, and so that takes a lot of the bite out of them, so they're not quite as spicy. But those are the kind of rows. These are French breakfast, and these are the Saxa 2. And then the onions are still doing okay. Just there's more weeds down there, isn't there? But which is normal. You know, weed seeds blow in here, and even in my pot, so I've got to keep them up on them. The mum down there, that I swear I'm going to get repotted in something bigger. I was going to do it the other day, and then I looked at the weather and thought it was going to cool off. And I thought, well, no, let's wait and do it when it has a series of warm days. Because, you know, I'd hate to repot it and then have it do some really major freezing and kill it. So, because I've had it for several years now. So, anyway, the garden's doing really nice, and things are still green and growing, despite, you know, our crazy cold one day, hot the next, and lots of wind. And of course, we had some rainstorms the past couple of nights that, from what I could hear from inside, it was really coming down. Anyway, that will give you a little bit of an overview of the garden and stuff, and see that things are still green and growing with cold crops. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this little short tour, and I will probably make another one after the next freeze, because boy, I'm not coming out here in the cold. Bye, y'all.